Welcome to Dewey Audiobooks, where we explore valuable books together through concise and easy-to-understand summaries. Today, we'll dive into the book, You Can Heal Your Life, an inspiring work about overcoming pain and finding balance in life. Let's step into the world of knowledge together. The life of Louise Hay is truly an inspiring story, offering profound lessons about self-healing and the inner strength humans can harness. She was not only a pioneer in the field of personal development and holistic health, but also a symbol of hope for those who have experienced hardship, suffering, and challenges. Her journey, from a girl growing up in poverty and abuse to becoming a globally best-selling author, renowned speaker, and spiritual teacher for millions, stands as a testament to the power of self-love and determination to transform one's life. Louise Hay was born on October 8, 1926, in Los Angeles, USA. From a young age, her life was filled with unfortunate events. Her parents divorced when she was a child, and her mother later remarried an abusive man. Louise suffered both physical and emotional abuse from a young age, leaving deep wounds in her soul. The instability of her family led Louise to leave home at just 15 years old. This was a pivotal moment in her life, opening the door to a brave journey of independence and facing the challenges that lay ahead in the world outside. Leaving her family as a teenager, Louise Hay began a new life in New York, where she worked various jobs to make a living, including as a model. However, life was never easy for her. After getting married, she faced yet another personal tragedy when her husband, a successful businessman, left her for another woman. This was a massive emotional shock for Louise, forcing her to confront immense mental anguish. However, these challenges were not the worst she would face. In 1977, Louise Hay was diagnosed with cervical cancer, a serious and often difficult-to-treat disease. But instead of relying solely on traditional medicine, she chose a different path, the path of self-healing through the power of the mind and spirit. She began deeply researching the connection between emotions, thoughts, and illnesses while applying methods of therapy based on love and gratitude toward her body. Louise believed that negative emotions, resentment, and low self-esteem had contributed to her illness, and she focused on releasing these emotions to heal herself. During her self-healing process, she met many people who shared her belief in the power of positive thinking, which further strengthened her conviction that the human body could heal itself if we learned to master our thoughts and emotions. As a result, after applying spiritual methods for some time, Louise completely recovered without surgery or other traditional medical interventions. From this deeply personal and painful experience, along with her miraculous recovery, Louise Hay built a life philosophy and psychological therapy system of her own. She began teaching and sharing with others what she had learned about the mind's power in healing the body. She quickly attracted attention, especially from those facing illness and challenges in life. Louise helped them realize that they could take control and change their lives by changing their thoughts, releasing negative emotions, and learning to love themselves. In 1984, Louise Hay wrote her most famous book, You Can Heal Your Life. The book is not just a guide but a life philosophy, teaching readers how to shift their mindset and attitude to achieve happiness, health, and success. Its content focuses on helping people better understand the relationship between thoughts and physical health while providing practical exercises to eliminate negative beliefs and foster a positive mindset. The book's core message emphasizes that we are the only ones responsible for our lives. This means that every experience, good or bad, stems from our thoughts and beliefs. Louise believed that negative emotions such as anger, resentment, and low self-esteem are the root causes of most physical and mental health problems. She advocated forgiveness, self-love, and gratitude as essential tools to help us achieve balance and happiness in life. Alongside her philosophy of love and forgiveness, Louise Hay's book also offers specific methods for practicing positive change. She encouraged readers to use positive affirmations as a way to reprogram their minds, helping them eliminate negative thoughts and reinforce their belief in the ability to change their lives. These affirmations include simple statements like, "I love and accept myself unconditionally," or "I deserve a happy and healthy life." Louise believed that when we regularly remind ourselves of positive things, we start to feel and live in a more positive way. After its release, You Can Heal Your Life quickly became a global phenomenon, selling millions of copies worldwide and being translated into many languages. The book not only helped readers understand more about the power of the mind and emotions, but also equipped them with practical tools to apply in their daily lives. Millions of people shared that they found hope, strength, and positive change through the advice and lessons in the book. Beyond writing books, Louise Hay also founded Hay House, a publishing company specializing in releasing works on personal development and spiritual well-being. Hay House became an important platform where leading authors, speakers, and experts in the field of personal growth and psychology could share their knowledge and experience with the public. Louise Hay's life and legacy left a profound impact on the field of personal development and mental health. From a woman who endured much suffering, she transformed her pain into a driving force to help others, inspiring millions of people worldwide. Louise Hay demonstrated that nothing is impossible if we learn to love and forgive ourselves, and that positive change always begins within the soul of each individual. More than just an author or speaker, Louise Hay was a symbol of compassion, patience, and determination. Her life lessons were not only philosophies about positive thinking but also reminders that everyone has the capacity to heal themselves and create the life they desire. Her legacy will continue to inspire future generations, encouraging them to live a life filled with love, peace, and happiness. Self-love, the act of healing. Self-love is not simply about indulging or trying to please ourselves. Sometimes, we think that by fulfilling our superficial needs, we are loving ourselves, but the truth is far more profound. Self-love goes beyond that. It is the act of learning to accept ourselves, including our negative aspects and imperfections. All of us have experienced moments of insecurity, anxiety, or even deep wounds from the past. These emotions don't just disappear easily. They seep into our minds, influencing our actions and decisions. If we don't face them, stress and anxiety can lead to various health issues. We may feel imbalanced in life, from headaches to digestive problems, hair loss, or even arthritis. Physical and mental health are deeply connected. Every time negative emotions arise and remain unresolved, they accumulate and profoundly affect our bodies. Therefore, confronting and processing emotions is a crucial part of the journey of self-love and healing. Accepting negative emotions, the key to transformation. Accepting negative emotions is not easy. When we are hurt, our natural reaction is to avoid, to push them away rather than face them. But this emotional rigidity is often the cause of many health issues. To heal, we need to learn how to accept these emotions and change our mindset. Instead of resisting our feelings, we should acknowledge them as part of our growth. By understanding that all emotions, both good and bad, are part of life, we will no longer feel fearful or avoidant. That is when transformation begins. Imagine emotions as waves. Some waves are gentle, but others are strong and turbulent. We cannot control the sea, but we can choose how we ride the waves. Similarly, negative emotions are just waves. Instead of being swept away, learn to accept them and let them pass. Wanting too much, the root of anxiety. An essential part of self-love is learning to accept the present rather than always desiring too much from the future. Modern life often puts a lot of pressure and expectations on us. We get caught up in the whirlwind of success, fame, and perfection. Desiring too much can lead to anxiety and disappointment when things don't go as planned. We easily feel unhappy because there is always something missing. But the truth is, life is never perfect. We cannot control everything. And learning to accept that is the best way to regain balance. Take time to reflect on yourself, not only on what you have achieved but also on what you have been through. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes is the way forward. Forgiveness is the act of freeing yourself from the chains of memories and negative emotions. Resistance and procrastination, the enemies of self-development. When faced with difficulties or pressure, we often tend to resist the necessary changes. This often leads to procrastination in achieving goals or doing things we truly want. For example, how many times have you delayed starting a project? Even though you know it is important for your future, daily resistance in behavior creates barriers that prevent self-development. To grow, we need to recognize this resistance and find ways to overcome it. Self-discipline is key. Sometimes, loving yourself is not just about resting but also about pushing yourself beyond laziness and procrastination. Remember, action is the crucial element that moves us forward. Forgiving the past to live in the present. One of the most important steps to truly living fully is to free yourself from the past. Many of us are bound by old wounds, unhealed pain, and unpleasant memories. But if we keep living in the past, we cannot enjoy the joy of the present. Start by forgiving yourself. We are not perfect, and no one is without mistakes. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting but rather accepting and letting go. By forgiving, we allow ourselves to be freer and open to the goodness of the present. Forgiving others is equally important. Even though some people may have hurt you, remember that holding on to grudges only causes more pain. Forgiveness creates inner peace, helping you move forward with a lighter heart. Self-love, the energy of positive attraction. Finally, how we treat ourselves greatly affects how others treat us. If you do not know how to love and respect yourself, how can others do it for you? Take time each day to nurture yourself, not only physically but also mentally. Ask yourself, are you treating yourself well? Are you listening to and respecting your emotions? Self-love is how we generate positive energy, and that energy attracts good things into our lives. When you know how to love and care for yourself, others will feel it and treat you with the same love and respect. Conclusion: the journey of self-love is not an easy road, but it is worth the effort we put in. It is a journey of acceptance, forgiveness, and healing. Start today, with the smallest steps. Face your negative emotions, forgive the past, and open your heart to the good things in the present. Self-love and the power of positive thinking. This is not just a story about acceptance and forgiveness, but also about how we use wisdom and affirmations to transform our lives in a profound way. Self-love, the key to changing your life. Self-love is at the core of all transformation. When we truly learn to love ourselves, all the good things will come naturally. But self-love isn't just about taking care of the body or mind in a superficial way. It's about truly understanding and accepting ourselves from deep within. This not only makes us feel stronger, but also attracts positive experiences into our lives. We often don't realize that how we treat ourselves greatly influences how others treat us. Loving yourself is about creating positive energy, which helps us open our hearts and embrace the good things life has to offer. Only when we start from within can external changes become clear. The power of wisdom and affirmations. Our mindset holds tremendous power. Wisdom and affirmations help us become more aware of ourselves, thereby opening the doors to personal and spiritual growth. Positive affirmations are not just empty words. They are tools that help us change how we perceive ourselves. Imagine taking a few moments each day to repeat affirmations like, I am strong. I deserve love and respect. Over time, these thoughts sink into our subconscious and help us transform our mindset to a more positive one. As a result, life will gradually shift in the direction we desire, changing from the inside to change the outside. Life can only change when we start to change from within. What you experience externally reflects your thoughts and emotions on the inside. When faced with difficulties, the first thing you need to adjust is your mindset. This shift not only brings peace but also creates clear progress in your life. Just like we learned to accept negative emotions in the previous episode. Here we need to learn how to change our mindset and express ourselves in ways that we want life to respond. If peace and positivity reside within you, Your outer life will reflect that. The story of overcoming illness with positive thinking. A clear example of the power of positive thinking is the story of an author who overcame illness. Rather than accepting the illness as an unchangeable part of life, she chose to change her mindset and practice positive affirmations daily. Through her perseverance, she not only healed herself but also became a healer for many others. This story shows that when we change how we think and embrace life positively, not only our mental health but even our physical health can improve. Positive thinking is the invisible strength that pushes us forward and helps us overcome our limitations. Common ground, self-love and positive thinking. Both stories, though from different perspectives, share a common ground. Internal change is the key to unlocking significant changes in life. Self-love and positive thinking are not just theoretical concepts but real actions that help us change the course of our destiny. When we deeply love ourselves, good things will naturally follow. And when we practice positive thinking, growth not only happens spiritually but also brings noticeable improvements in health and everyday life. Conclusion. We've seen that self-love and positive thinking are inseparable. These are the essential elements of the healing journey and personal development. Start by loving yourself, repeating positive affirmations daily, and you will see that life gradually changes for the better. Thank you for listening to the Healing Journey podcast. If you found this content helpful, don't hesitate to share it with your loved ones. Together, we can walk this path of growth and healing.